Hey folks, this is Jeff of SimSamurai.net. What you're looking at here is the HX-1 Habu. This is the completed design and what hopefully you will have yourself if you've purchased the blueprints and have decided to build one of these for yourself. Basically this is a completed model that's going to a customer, and I just wanted to shoot a little demonstration video to show you kind of the size and proportions and you know, how everything works out once it's completed. This is actually sitting at 18 inches off the floor right now. It's kind of nice to have it up off the floor. You could do so with things like milk crates or 5-gallon paint buckets from any home improvement center like Home Depot or places like that. And the reason why that's nice is because when you get into an aircraft, normally any general aviation aircraft, you actually step up into the craft rather than sit down onto it. You can put it on the floor, of course. That's no problem either if that's what you want to do. But when you do that, it's going to come out to a finished height around probably where your nose is, depending on how tall you are. But anyway, let me get in and show you how this works. So I sit in, close the latch, and here we are. So right now I'm sitting at about 18 inches off the floor. That's about the lowest height for a standard office chair. I recommend anything from 14 to 16. Really. In my builder manuals I talk about putting any sort of car seat on a milk crate. That's the cheapest way to do this. You can zip tie it. Obviously you can come up with other unique solutions, but this is just the most, I guess, simple and cost-effective solution out there. For demonstration purposes like this, it works. As you can see, the Habu is really nice proportions. You got two nice sidearm panels that are about 12 inches wide for your HOTUS throttle and side stick. These are I'm 5'10", so this is a really nice height for that. If you're sitting down just a little bit lower, then obviously this would come up, panel would be a little bit higher up on your arm, but I think I'm 5'10", and for I'm an average height guy. I think this is a really great design spec for this unit. As you can see in front of me, this is a 20-inch monitor that's on its stand. You can put up to a 24, and that's why the design calls for this being a little wider, so you can fit a widescreen 24 in here, and you'll still have room on either side for installing any avionics equipment from companies like GoFlight or Satec. And of course, take a look at the instrument panels that I have for sale too. I can custom design you one and build you a more realistic panel made out of aluminum that will have cutouts in it for you to mount whatever equipment you have. But basically you can use 20s, you can use up to 24s, same thing with up top. Basically I really like to get monitors that have the buttons either on the side or on the front face, so that you can remove the monitor from its actual plastic stand and put the monitor flat on the surface. And then once you do that, you can put a little Velcro in the back to hold it in place. You can also add some custom supports, vertical with some little metal L brackets and some Velcro to help you secure your monitor in place. But basically, I think the lower you get your monitor in any aircraft, the better, because your instrument panel should start about where your knees are. And so having that monitor lower down gives you more of a better view up top, and also helps you keep your monitors lower, which is important for what's called your over-the-nose view when you're flying a plane. You don't want to be looking at your monitors up here. You want to be looking at them about where your shoulder is and a little bit lower than that, so you're kind of looking down over the nose. And so in order to really get that effect, it's best if you use monitors that you can remove the stand and put your whole monitor screen flat on a surface. So with a 24, I would do that, and that's what this is designed for, is to have a 24 sitting flat on this deck. And then you can use 22s or 20s, 320s like this. If you want to use 22s, there's an option in the plans called the side pop-out option. There's some little extra shelving decks. You would cut out these sections, and you'd have a little extra shelf support that's enclosed, so that you can have 3 widescreen 22 or even 24-inch monitors up top, hooked to a Matrox or ATI Infinity system. So basically, as you can see, I think I designed the proportions really nicely. Again, I'm 5'10", I've got good significant clearance. If the seat was a little lower and I was 6'4", I'd still be able to fit in here. I designed for both short and tall pilots. So that's about it. I think the HX-1's a great design if you want a single seat unit. Again, this can be used with helicopters too. There's enough room in front. Underneath the seat you could put a floor mounted monitor right between your legs if you're a helicopter pilot. There's also enough room up here on the overhead. You could even install a touchscreen overhead panel if you wanted to. There's enough room in each door to put up to a 24, maybe even a 27-inch monitor in the doors, so you could have a complete 5-monitor system, as you'll see in my 3D model. So you could have a full 180-degree wraparound view. So this is it for the HX-1 Habu. I think it's a really good design. You know, it's a little tricky to build in some places, but the builder manual has you covered in all areas and allows you to build it in step-by-step detail. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the air. Jeff, SimSamurai.net. Have a good day.